If you only have conversations for the big things, then it seems like a big thing every time. Whereas if you can make it more of a commonplace, everyday thing, just a part of normal life, they're going to feel more comfortable, they're going to feel more safe, they're going to feel like they know the territory of asking questions or hearing you talk about things that might seem a little uncomfortable.
I remember growing up that, our first exposure to education related to drugs and alcohol was, I think, in 8th grade, and I had already been in situations where people were drinking in 6th and 7th grade. So I think because it's going to happen earlier than you think, and the more that, your child knows going into that ahead of time, the better they're going to be prepared.
It's definitely important to keep having the same conversation because they learn something new every single day.
And so it's something that you really need to build on. You need to start small and then continue building in complexity and in difficultness as they grow.
I love revisiting conversations with my kids. I love holding on to different details about things that they've ever been courageous enough to ask me about, and I've been insightful enough to try to answer it. And even if I don't feel like I get the exact right answer every time, then I ask them to forgive me and then double back and say, hey, this is what I discovered about a thing that you asked me maybe a month ago. I try to show them that I'm being educated at the same time. I think that works.
When I think back on how I grew up and the conversations that my parents didn't have with me, and the questions that I did have, and that I sought answers among my peers or around people that were older, I don't want that for my children. I want them to feel comfortable enough to come to me and get those answers from me.
I think the environment has a lot to do with it. You don't have to be at home having a one-on-one. It could be in the park, or it can be in the soccer field. That's where I have my conversations. It could be on the ride home, at the grocery store. It can be anywhere that you have this conversation with your kids.
It's going to benefit everybody, the entire family. So definitely do have those conversations, and to have them on a regular basis as often as you can. I promise you, your kids do want to talk about them, regardless if they say it or not. I feel like they do look for those moments to have those conversations with you and to get your thoughts.